P211-GTO is 6 hours entry into the double stack 1911 market. The easiest thing to compare the P211-GTO is going to be a Staccato XC, which has an MSRP of $4,300. It may sound like a really high price, but Staccatos aren't even the ceiling for how expensive these things get, especially when you're talking about island comps. The P211 comes in at under $2,500. Double stack 1911 standards, that is a phenomenal price point to come in at. Feature set wise, the P211 takes 320 mags, which there are plenty of these going around used nowadays, so you should be able to pick them up for extremely cheap. It comes cut to fit a Delta Point footprint optic. I'm sure there'll be adapters to put whatever red dot you want on there. The P211's comp is removable via a set screw, and you can probably replace this in the future with just a block. Why that's significant is as soon as a compensator goes on a handgun, you are immediately placed into the open division in USPSA, which means that you're going up against some really absurd guns. You can throw a regular block on this and shoot it in limited division and have a grand old time. Ergonomically speaking, you've got some really nice serrations at the front and the rear. The trigger is very nice. It does have a more aggressive reset than the Staccato, noticeably so. A little bit more of a spongy break, but we're splitting hairs here. These are very minor differences. It's a good trigger. The slide on the gun is extremely smooth. It is light enough to where you can air rack the gun. There she is. I want to preface my little epilogue here with my own opinions. These are not Sharko's Tactical's opinions, just Omar's. I am not a fan of 6 Hour. I'm not a fan of the company, and I'm not a fan of a lot of the products they make. However, I really like this gun. It shoots amazing. The price point is extremely fair, more than fair, I would say, for what you're getting out of it, especially compared to what the rest of the market looks like. Really like this trigger. I would say even more than a stock XC's. I'm at a little loss for words, as you can probably imagine. The gun's great, and I'm very positively surprised that they decided to price it at where they did. So if you want to get into the 2011 game, or maybe get a new 2011, and you're kind of stuck between that price point of, do I buy the $700 T-Sauce or do I buy the $4,000 Staccato or the $7,000 Atlas, you might want to consider this thing. It performed really well. Thank you for watching.